exciting as technology. I'm sorry. Mine. But it's still very important. So, I want to know what a law means to you. A law, like L-A-W.
People follow.
Sorry. People.
Rules that make sure people don't get hurt, they stay safe.
Rules that help keep your country or world together so it doesn't fall apart. If they didn't have a law that you couldn't have guns or something in an airport, there would be many people who would attack and it would be very chaotic.
Guns in the airport, people would attack. Very true. Sorry, what was that? Something you shouldn't break.
Rule to keep people that aren't good off the away from good people.
Rule to keep people that aren't good away from good people.
If there weren't laws, then people who were doing bad stuff would be in jail.
So there'd be no consequences. Yeah.
The economy would also not be good because then people would steal and then you wouldn't earn any money from that. So everything would be free basically.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so can you think of any examples? So you guys gave me some examples, like the airport, not having weapons in certain areas if you don't have a license. So can you think of any other examples of laws that you are familiar with?
We have the right to bear arms.
Right to bear arms.
We have the right to remain silent.
Right to remain silent. Sorry, what was that? Equal no matter what race or religion. Can you think of any? It's okay. That's fine. So those who had examples of laws, where did you learn these examples from?
Fourth grade, we talked about a lot of people ignoring other people because they're and I thought that was really unfair because each person is.
So you had a very strong connection, and it made you remember that. Okay, so during school.
In fourth grade, when we learned during social studies about all the slaves and how they sent people to start wars and stuff like that, how they stopped slavery and how people helped, and now it's a law that you can't own slaves.
So now it is a law. How about where right to bear arms, right to remain silent?
Talk about that law in Maryland where you're not allowed to carry a concealed weapon when really you can go and challenge that because it's protected by the Constitution.
So there's a law in Maryland where you can't carry a weapon? I didn't even know that.
Well, in Maryland we don't have right to bear arms.
Right. So that right is protected by the Constitution. How about,
Someone go and challenge that.
right.
Border crossing.
Border crossing is another law, yeah? Where'd you learn about that?
From experience.
From experience?
When you cross to Canada, they would ask you questions and make sure you don't have any alcohol or weapons or anything like that.
Very true. How about,
There's certain places where you can't take stuff out of that country.
oh, right. When you're about to go through the airport? Yeah.
Apparently you're not allowed to bring more than a couple ounces of ammunition.
Yeah, that's actually a new law. Ever since I think 9/11, right? Yeah. Certain sizes of lotion. Okay, just a few more. So, do you know anything about the role that government has in making laws? You guys, go ahead.
Well, there's like this group of people that they, like, the majority of them says yes, and it goes to Congress. Then if the majority of them say yes, it goes to the president. And if he can say no, it's a veto. If he says yes, then it's passed.
He says no, it can be vetoed. But if he says yes, it can be passed. Do you know what else the role of government might have in making laws?
Like everyone has to sort of agree on it. Like if someone could be part of the government and still like might be bad or something, and they could try to change a law that would probably hurt the government and like the entire state, just like basically the Congress.
Right. Does anyone else know anything that maybe the government might have a role of in making laws?
Anybody is allowed to write it out.
Anybody is allowed to make laws.
People can write letters to the government saying that this could be like discrimination.
Like discrimination, exactly. Okay, let's see what else I have here. Can you think how so we talked a little about, you guys talked about in 4th grade social studies and slavery. So can you think of other ways laws have affected lives in the past, either in a good way or bad way?
Like the laws, if you were able to like carry a weapon everywhere, you could hurt people easily more easily than today, where like in certain parts.
Certain areas, yeah. So
People have like alcohol and bad weapons and guns and knives and stuff. If they could just carry it everywhere, like Annabelle said, then like through the airport or like wherever you are, it's gonna be bad because you do so much of harmful stuff that maybe people pressure you to do even though you know you don't want to do it.
Very
but
true.
It's allowed, so I mean they know they won't get arrested.
People were allowed to do drunk driving, and a lot of people on the road near them would probably get hurt.
you guys are amazing. You taught me stuff, really. Thank you so much.
Can I ask you guys one more question on
Yeah.
laws? I'm just curious. Do you guys think all laws are fair?
No.
Or no? No?
Thanks.
Why? I'm just curious why.
It can affect different people. It depends like what organization you have like in. It doesn't really like certain people.
So
So
there's
you're
like
saying-
some laws that only apply to some people and not others.
Like if Mitt Romney becomes president, he's gonna make the lower class pay more taxes.
Oh, that's part of the debate. That's good that you know that. That means it's definitely part of the debate. So you're right. Like the presidential elections coming up.
Jacob for days.
Oh, really? This is something you feel strongly about? What do you think then? Do you think that all laws are fair?
No, some laws, yeah, like, to make it miserable for other people, but, like, okay for others.
Do you know any examples of any? That you can think of?
Well, there's, like, the healthcare law. It raised taxes on a bunch of people. Now they don't feel well, and they don't qualify for it.
Yeah.
So now they feel miserable. Other people are using the healthcare.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Anyone else? Do you think they're fair? Or not?
Like
Everyone.
back then when they had like laws, like they didn't have many laws, it would be unfair that people were judged by their color or like the way their personality is, and like when they had like white people always sit on the bus like in the front, and they would always never like really let black people sit. So that law is now like made so that you can actually, you're not judged by your color, and everyone has a fair equal right to be living.
Everyone else agrees that they're mostly for the good, but sometimes they might not be fair.
And if Samira's done, I have one more question actually.
Yeah, I am done.